Welcome back to Let's Get Cooking. It's your girl Rashida. I'm excited today. I'm going to share with you this healthy, high protein Asian chicken stir fry. And y'all, it's so easy, like less than 30 minutes. So it's a great weekday family meal. Let's get into it. Here I have a few simple ingredients. I'm using some ground chicken. I have some broccoli, of course, onions, peppers, a couple of scallions, green onion, and some seasoning. And then I'll be using some oyster sauce and some red chili. I'm gonna cook this whole meal right here in this wok. The first thing I want to do is boil my broccoli. I'm just gonna boil this broccoli for about 2 minutes. Definitely want to keep it al dente. I just want to get it partially cooked. So it's a parboil, partially cooked, not too soft. We don't want soft broccoli in a stir fry. I'm adding in some salt, and then I'm gonna just let this boil for, like I said, 2 minutes. Then I'm gonna go ahead, strain that off, and then we'll go from there. I'm using a wok, but if you have like a large skillet, that'll work too. Or you might have to do your broccoli in a pot and do your stir fry in the skillet. That's fine. I'm draining off that broccoli right here. And like I said, you don't want to cook the broccoli too long because then it'll be mushy and it won't be any good. Then this is the first time I'm using ground chicken. This is a game changer. I've used ground turkey, ground beef, ground everything else, but I'm using ground chicken for this stir fry. So I just want to cook and brown my chicken. Well done. I'm adding in some little bit of seasoning, just a little seasoning salt, some pepper, some garlic powder, and just whatever basic seasonings you like. I'm going to cook this ground chicken until it's completely done. And the stir fry is hot. I did put in probably about a couple teaspoons of oil because the ground chicken is lean. It's not a lot of fat in there. Therefore, it'll stick to the wok if I don't add any oil to it. And that's some Green Goddess seasoning. I got that from Trader Joe's. It's really good. So just giving this a quick, probably took about 5 minutes just to brown this chicken and make sure that it was completely done. Now that my chicken is done, I just want to take it out, put it on a plate, set it to the side, still using the wok. Want to use the wok while it's hot, so I'm just adding the wok back onto the burner. I am going to add in about a tablespoon or two of oil. Avocado oil is fine, whatever type of oil you like to use. I wouldn't recommend olive oil, but you can use it, definitely. So I'm just adding that oil in, and I'm about to add in my diced peppers and onions. Once again, this is a quick stir fry. When you do a stir fry, it's just a quick cooked dish. So I'm going to stir fry these vegetables for about a minute, maybe a good minute. And then I'm going to add back in the broccoli. And constantly you have to move everything around the pan. The whole pan, when you're using a wok, this whole thing is really, really hot. So you don't want anything to burn. So it's a constant stirring, moving, mixing. And back in that broccoli that we cooked at the beginning. Just giving that a nice stir. After that, comes back in the chicken. Well, adding a little bit more oil. Just a little bit. It's not a lot of oil compared to how large the dish is, but you do have to prevent it from sticking. Now we're going to get ready to add that ground beef. These vegetables look good. You can add whatever vegetables you like. I just like the peppers and onions for this and the broccoli. I will add some green onions as a finishing touch, a garnishing touch at the end. Add a little salt, just a little seasoning on that, just to make sure to carry over that flavor. Quick stir, quick stir. Now it's time to grab that chicken. Add the chicken back. Now remember, the chicken is seasoned, so there's flavors in the chicken. We got the onions, the broccoli. This is good already before you even add the sauce. But I'm going to add in some oyster. These are my Asian sauces. This is what's giving it that stir fry Asian twist. I'm adding in oyster sauce, or if you have hoisin, but I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of the oyster sauce. And then I have some red chili, like sweet red chili sauce, about 2 tablespoons of that, 1 to 2 tablespoons. About a half a teaspoon of sesame oil, if you have sesame oil. And those are the 3 components I'm using for my sauce. Okay, I'm gonna let this cook for another about 3 minutes, and I'm gonna continue to stir just to make sure all the sauces are mixed with the protein and the veggies. Cook about 3 to 5 minutes, and guess what, y'all? That's it. That's it. No more, no less. Now, what you can do, if you just want a straight protein meal, I ate it just like this. If you want to add a little brown rice, which is still healthy, you can definitely put this over brown rice or some lo mein noodles. However you want to doctor it up, you definitely can add to it. But if you just want a straight, healthy, high protein meal for the evening, this was a great meal. First time making it, but kudos. I will definitely do it again. Hats off to my chicken stir fry with ground chicken. Not chicken breast, but the ground chicken today. Thanks for coming in the kitchen. Thanks for cooking with me today. I showed you how to make this Asian chicken stir fry, a quick dinner, a great family meal. And it was so delicious, y'all. I really mean it was that good. Have a blessed day and blessed week. See you next time. Take care. Oh, and please don't forget to click that subscribe button, please. And thank you. Also like, share, and comment.